ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
So it's a Jason Avocado video, and you know, Jason Avocado videos are supposed to be really fun and just happy, you know. That's what I want. That's what I want on Jason Avocados, is a channel where it's just going to be mukbangs and just having fun. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't want any kind of drama or BS or any of that stuff on Jason Avocados, and that includes the harassment that continues from these stupid assholes from my other channel. That it has nothing to do with mukbanging or anything. It's politics, religion, and everything that makes people angry. That's what's on Revelation News. So I want to say to my audience that's just mukbang people, your suggestions, I look at them. And I will try to do these better as time goes by, I promise. I'm going to do my best to become like a Nikocado Avocado type of channel where he's doing things correctly, he's flamboyant, he's funny, entertainment. That's what I want to do for you on Jason Avocados. So could the peanut gallery scumbags from the other channel please go away? You are not wanted here. Nor does anybody that's in the mukbang community want to see your comments, because nobody cares about you. Bye.
Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, let's switch it over here. We're switching it over here, folks. Folks, how you doing tonight? How you all feeling out there? Feeling loose? I see the George Bush Pimps is in the audience. We got Toby Mike, Mr. Ruby Loosehead, Dove Kitty, Blue, Mr. United for the Children, City of the Silent. I saw Lusty McButt out there. Adam E has just joined us. That's what's up, Games. Freddie McDonald, you're looking good. And a whole bunch of other people too. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Please thumbs up the video if you haven't already. Hello, Guess Who, Lady Starfire. Fat Photog is in the house, folks. It's going to be that kind of night. It's that kind of party. Honey Badger's out there. Buddy from the outside chat. Jello Shots, of course, folks. Folks, we got a good one for you tonight. Von Helton visited by Ms. Parker earlier this week. That was a Jim Dandy, let me tell you. There were definitely some nuggets of gold. And as I said last time, I'm not going to stream that whole thing. I'm going to leave that. That's her baby. I know that I think her and Black Eye TV, or maybe Black Eye TV, did a review of it, so it's all over there. Of course, you can watch the whole thing in its entirety on Von Helton's channel. That's right, I'm giving a plug, yet another plug for Von Helton's channel, so you can watch it there. But there's a couple nuggets that I wanted to touch on. One in particular where Von Helton denies gravity. I got a kick out of that, so we're going to steal that. We're going to take a look at that tonight. So Von Helton thinks that gravity is just a theory and doesn't exist, yet he is open to the possibility of an invisible force that keeps things in place. Just let that soak in. But Von Helton, he is an enlightened one. He is a light worker, folks. And he's given us some nuggets of truth, as some of you may have seen if you're parts of the Trolls, Haters, Naysayers. Snyder's Handyman mirrored a video Von put out. He was rather disgusted at some comments that Ms. Parker and Black Guy TV made, which, of course, Von Helton completely missed the meaning of what they were trying to say. But you know what they say, if it strikes a nerve, maybe it's time for self-reflection. If the shoe fits Von Helton, just maybe you're a fucking racist. I'm just saying. So we're going to look at a few clips just from recently, as recent as today, of Von Helton proving that he is, in fact, a racist. I mean, I don't know. When you're calling for a country, for its government, to be so invasive as to demand mandatory DNA tests for its citizenry, and if you don't, whatever your home country is, that's where you should be sent to, according to the DNA test. Now, of course, this does not apply to what he calls indigenous Americans. And I'll give you a spoiler alert, he's not talking about First Nations people. When he says indigenous Americans, he means white people. So you don't have to go home if you're European when white. So basically, it's a test for brown people, which is weird for a native like himself, because he claims that natives can't be racist. But if you're a brown person, it'll be basically mandatory for you to take a test to prove that you're not a brown person, but if you are, you have to go back to your country of origin. That's Von Helton. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that. And even tonight, he had a stern warning, or this afternoon, I should say, for the blacks. Basically, stay at home or you're going to get shot. What is he talking about? We'll get into that later, folks. We have a show action-packed for you tonight. I'm very happy to bring it to you. So we're going to take a look at some of that. We got a little bit of emo, of course. Not too much, but a little dabbling. A little dabber, a little smack. Oh, buck melanoma. I see it coming. There it is. I will have to check that out in a bit, and that is very good of you to make a resume for Rev. Now, speaking of Rev, since we're speaking of enlightened individuals, it appears that Rev has opened his third eye and took a picture and shared it for everyone to see. Have you guys heard this shit? Yes, that's right, folks. Last week we heard right here on the Weirdo Wonderland that Jason Avocados had opened an OnlyFans once again and was offering discount deals on year-long subscriptions, but no content. Well, that's changed. He definitely has some content up there now. One picture in particular that I had the misfortune of seeing today was a picture of him in the shower opening his butt cheeks, exposing his one-eyed, hairy fucking people eater. It was disturbing. But folks, it begs the question, and the question must be asked. I haven't seen it out there. I haven't seen anyone brave enough to put it out there. I said it this afternoon in Discord. I'm going to say it again. Folks, it begs the question, who was taking the photo? Folks, who was taking the photo? We take for granted that it was Shani. Do we know that it was Shani? I mean, Shani claims she can barely get out of the bed to take a crap. I mean, it's an actual, like, whole ordeal for her once or twice a week hose down that she calls a bath. You know, Rev's wiping her ass. Like, she is not a capable woman, folks. She says she can't get out of bed. She can't walk. It's too low for a tripod, my friends. Is that one of the children's assignments on lockdown? Is that one of their jobs? Take pictures of their stepdaddy's bunghole for the internet? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Folks, hashtag who took the pic? No tripod that low. That's right, Adam E. We don't know that Schmish... I mean, we think, we hope. Did Gavin the cat take it? We're running out of options, folks, but that's all we can do. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to show that here, but if you are into morbid curiosities, that is apparently over on... I'm giving him a plug. That's Jason Avocado. Hashtag who snapped the pic. Folks, I'm talking way too much here. I got to get this open. Oh, my God, I don't even have the opener. Please, bear with me, folks. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I forgot the opener. Oh my goodness gracious. What a travesty that would be. Now I sit here brokenhearted. Came to drink but only sharded. Alright, let's do this. My apologies, folks. It is a one-man show. If you want to support the show, there are super chats, of course. You can also hit that link to Drain Lake Alice. What secrets lay at the bottom, we don't know. But that money does go directly to me. There's a tongue tickler right there. Oh, now that's right. Now it's feeling right, folks. Like I said, I'm talking way too much. We got to get into this. I got a special musical treat. We're pushing the boundaries. I don't think I'll get flagged for this. We could go down. We could go down, folks. But that's how we do here. I push the limits to get the very best. This is not just one of the most viral songs probably ever, put out on YouTube. But this is a remix of one of the greatest songs put out on YouTube. Folks, only the best. Please thumbs up the video. I think this should set the tone for the rest of the evening. Thank you for joining me. That's the most important part. I'm just glad we're all here together, folks. Put on your seatbelts. Keep your limbs inside the vehicle. We's about to take a ride through the weirdo Wonderland. Let's do it. Yeah.
Little wings, can you make the flight? The rain is getting heavy with a storm tonight. As the far from home, the ocean goes below. Will you make the morning light? Oh, little wings in flight. About in the winter fade. Do you hope? Do you think you stand a chance? The wind is steering colder, the sea is blowing cold. Little wings, oh goodbye, little wings. Your journey is over, are you sleeping peacefully? Try again some other time. Everything remains except the sound of your little wings in flight.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This is Burnt Toast with your Minute of Lolscow. Vaughn got a strike on his channel for harassment and cyberbullying. Well, because he's a bully. Believe it up to Vaughn to think that it was because he mentioned the Illuminati and that's why he got a strike? No, Irv. You got a strike because you were giving out false information about a virus that's killing people. That's why.
Damn, son.
Just because you cleaned out bedpans of old people 30 years ago for your mommy's company does not make you a healthcare professional. I mean, you don't even know how percentages work. Introducing a new Lol's cow called Workhorse, aka Lord of Patriarchy. He wanted to talk to various people, and we decided to host it on the Geek Room. One of the topics that we discussed was racism, and of course, he decided to bring up the fact that Native people aren't, quote, allowed to drink alcohol. Which is not true. But then again, he also told Billy that Puerto Rico is not part of the United States. Let's just say he's not that bright. And of course, like all Lol's cows, he's now complaining that he was ganged up on, even though he had ample time to speak, and he was not muted or booted when he disagreed with someone. But he would scream, "I don't care," like a toddler every time he was proven wrong. Rick Productions claims that Emo's brother, Jay, is his boyfriend and is gonna be his new husband someday. Can't you see it now, folks? A basement wedding with a Depends diaper cake and Jason Avocado exclusive baby carrot onesie merch as party favors.
Hot damn!
A match made in dumpster fire heaven. I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see that. And that was your Minute of Lolscow.
There you go, Stuart Pedal, most targeted citizen. So me and Mustin come to Home Depot to get a load of lumber. We load up 4 pieces, go all the way to the counter, nobody's in the way. We get to the counter, they say, "Oh, that's $70 for each board." Somebody mysteriously put the 2x12 by 16s in the 2x10 by 16 spot. And if you know lumber, a 10-inch wide piece of lumber is 8. A 12-inch piece of lumber is 10, and so on and so forth. That you lose 2 inches each time. But for each of those 2x10 or 2x12-inch pieces of lumber, $74 a piece. Lumber has more than doubled since Joe Biden took over as president. But now, when we do get loaded and come back, look at everyone. That whole line. And the boys that were there had a big old cart loaded up that were back where we went to get the wood from. They were sitting in front of it. So they're the ones that probably rearranged all the lumber to put the lumber in the wrong spot. So we had to dig from the very back of the rack and pull it forward to use it. So here we are. We've been standing in this line for 5 minutes now, and it's like no one's even moving. All the Home Depot people are just standing there in their pretty orange vests doing nothing, while we're stuck here at the back of the line trying to beat the rain. Let's come see them boys right there. Yeah, they're the ones that were parked in front of where we went to. So they're probably the ones that put all that lumber there. So now we're in the very back of that line. Targeted individual. Google organized gang stalking. It's the life I live. So here goes another $150 freaking dollars trying to build a houseboat to run away from society because this country's turned its back on me. I watched a video last night about an Army sergeant, first class sergeant, anyway, burning his military uniform because a woman trespassed on his property. He told her to get off. She didn't like being told to get off his property, refused to go. Told the cops that he pulled a knife on her and threatened to kill her. He goes to court. He is convicted of that crime. Felony. A young man that served our country. So he burns his uniform because wrongfully convicted of a crime that he didn't commit. It's only going to get worse in America. It's only going to get worse. So, see ya.
We'll be right back after these messages.
America! I don't give a fuck, YouTube. What's up, YouTube? We got some Monster, and we got some Jack Daniels. Mix it with the Jack. This drink combination I call King Cobra's Venom. Shout out to Fanboy Mike. Thank you for the bottle of Jack's. Got my fuck rape shirt on. This anti-rape shirt's pretty sick. I might do some Metallica vocal covers, man. Like how Cobra is showing off his singing voice. That's nothing new. No, I'll jump from Bruno Mars, Elvis Presley to Bruno, to fucking Johnny Cash. I can sing all the greats. Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair. No, people get offended by the song WAP, Wet Ass Pussy. No, I worry about Ozzy, and I worry about my friends and my relatives and my families. But Ozzy says he's not worried about it, so I should quit worrying about it too, by that respect. Dude, I was a fucking emotional wreck when Eddie Van Halen died. So I don't even want to think about... Nope, not even going to go there. Knock on wood, we're good. What did the ghost witch say? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. That was such a dad joke. Anti-rape. Fuck rape and fuck suicide. Like, I would get a 5'8" female sex doll with big D-cup titties before I would commit such an act. I hate rape. I have the ability to starstruck women when I walk into town. Look how bald I am. I don't care. Women and men are both being told to be self-conscious about your hair if it's thinning. I'm a metalhead at heart. Holy shit. That's a King Cobra's Venom drink combo. Oh, this is gonna burn like a bitch in the morning, but it's gonna taste so good going down. 1 second. Holy shit. It's still got a bite when I take a drink. Excuse me, I sneezed. Buy a shirt. Holy shit. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Cobra fans. That's a potent drink combo. Just buy me a whole bottle of Jack. Like, hey, Cobra, I love your videos, man. Fuck the trolls. Here's a bottle of Jack for your dirty 30. Sweet. Stick this bastard in the fridge for later. You gotta be careful with doing vocal covers on YouTube. Fuck. Long live Ozzy. Holy shit.
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given moment? Seems crazy, right? All that poop.
Fuck suicide. But I want to sing Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. Nothing else matters. Empower yourself. And pray Satan. Nothing else matters. That's what's up.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You with the multiple girlfriends during COVID-19.
Oh, well, now everybody's heard about the word.
Yeah, like you know bigotry. Fuck you, Gen Z. I'd be hitting that puss if you had the balls to invite me to your party. Fuck you if you don't think that I'm a good person. You are a liar. I don't really know why I'm single. Because I know how to cook.
Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. As the regional alcoholic, I do not in any way endorse the mixing of whiskey and Monster Energy drink. Please do the opposite and drink responsibly.
Thank you for the PSA. I'm sorry, Wilson, and thank you for the super chat.
But if I mention I live in a homeless shelter and want to date you, no, the women are going to be hypocrites and the dudes are going to be misogynists.
I would be a great dad. Don't even dare scrunch your face at me.
Well, everybody's heard about the word.
Lick my dick, haters. Gen Z, be my girlfriend.
It's almost like, through watching all my videos, you've forgotten that I'll give you $100 if you hook me up with a hot Gen Z chick to have lunch with me. She has to be gorgeous and between 18 and 21, and at the end of the day, I have to feel like she likes me. I'm not asking you to give her that money because that would technically be prostitution. I'm asking you to pocket the money and to figure out how to get her to go out with me on a date. If you can't do that, then I guess you love classism, greed, and rich people. which is antithetical to your entire generation. Your generation hates bigotry. Your generation hates classism. That's evidenced by Bernie Sanders. You hate what you are. Or you don't, and you're just lazy. You know, I've been reading the Bible, and it seems to me that Jesus hated classism. He hated rich people. He hated greed. He hated the power of money. I've listened to a lot of Bernie Sanders speeches, and Bernie Sanders agrees, and he's the savior of your generation, even though he didn't win. So I'm really wondering why you're facing life like these words were not spoken. Either you identify with Bernie Sanders or you identify with Jesus and the whole money worship thing, or I don't give you any kind of respect because you are anti where I am politically. You could claim that you love capitalism, but you have to realize if you're Generation Z, 90% of your generation absolutely hates you. And you have to realize that if you're a millennial, though I'm not trying to date millennials, 80% of your generation absolutely hates you. And not only that, in Mark 23, Jesus hated opulence and greed and said things like, blessed are the poor. He said things like, it's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven. He said things like, you have to love everyone as I loved you. And he loved people that weren't his race, like Philistines and Samaritans and Canaanites, Hebrews and Romans, and probably even an atheist by the name of Thomas the Doubter. So if you're going to sit there and be hypocritical, one, you're either going to burn in hell, or you're an atheist and you're basically just rejected for wearing rose-colored glasses and not facing the world as it is with evidence. So I need you to stop. Realize I'll pay you that $100. But this isn't about finding a hooker. This is about you taking the money and she goes on a date with me and she doesn't get the money. Is that misogynistic? No. It's a business transaction. She can know about this. But if you don't comply, I'm going to call your generation a generation of bigots and classes. Generation Z, you're age-phobic and classes if you do not comply. You're a generation of bigots.
Did you catch that, folks? So if someone could please prove...
Damn internet! Buck Melanoma donated $5 through Super Chat. I'm sorry, Wilson, can you give old Pap a ride on to the Plasma Center tomorrow? I'm a little short in the whiskey fund this week.
So there you go. A direct request. Folks, so someone willing out there for $100 to set this guy up with a date. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong, folks. Thank you for joining me. We're just getting warmed up. We got to get through the lesser cows first. You know how we do.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Jesus.
Oh boy, do I have to deal with jealous women all the time. I wish I had better things to do than spend my time having to expose jealous women who like to make my life miserable.
So it's been a little while since we've checked in on GAIL. I think I saw this video. Maybe it was Ms. Parker that covered it. Somebody covered this recently. And she's fighting with a crooked-toothed Filipino hooker online. Her words, not mine. It's short, it's sweet, folks. Please thumbs up the video.
It turns out there is a nasty person out there spreading rumors that my Patreon money goes to internet trolls and not to me. And they're trying to destroy my Patreon income. As if it isn't bad enough that I've got jealous Lori McBride, my jealous sister Sandra Metcalf, and I did deal with a jealous Melania Trump. Now I've got this jealous Filipino hooker. Yep, my men did some investigating, and the culprit is a Filipino hooker. She is a 20-year-old Filipino hooker with bad teeth. She's poor and ugly and can't afford to fix her teeth, so she's taken out all her jealousy on me. She wishes she was beautiful and Japanese. So she's been contacting patrons. Well, see, I'm half Japanese, so she considers me, I guess, what she wishes she was. So she's been contacting patrons and my patrons and supporters and telling them that my money goes to trolls, so they shouldn't join my Patreon or support me. That's insane. My men do all the work for me for free at my Patreon and everywhere else. They don't get paid a cent. She is a big baloney factory. My Patreon money is to help supplement my fixed income, and it keeps my bills paid. But a lot of people recognize those teeth, though. Her nickname among those who patronize her is Snaggletooth. But in my opinion, what makes her ugly is not her teeth, but her spiteful, jealous personality. This hooker desperately wants people to think she's beautiful on the inside. She's obsessed with being better than everyone else. She lies about having wealthy parents, making a lot of money, and being a hot woman that every guy wants. She can't stand it if someone doesn't see her as superior, or if she perceives that someone has something better than she does. My men looked into this hooker's background and contacted people who knew her. Snaggletooth is her hooker name. Her specialty as a hooker is giving blowjobs, but her teeth always get caught on a man's foreskin and make him bleed. When they demand a refund because she made their dicks bleed, she refuses and says, "Some men pay extra for that." One of her teeth actually got stuck in a man's penis hole where a man pees and ejaculates, and they had to rush him to the emergency room to remove it. She refused to even pay the ER bills and refused to refund the man. They pulled her head off of his penis in the ER, and he ejaculated blood afterward. For more information about her and to see her photos, in case you might meet up with her, click on the link underneath this video, which will take you to my awesome website, which I am building right now, where I expose a lot of evil and lying people. And unfortunately, they seem to be attracted to me. So anyways, I have to let my supporters know what's going on, because some people are dumb enough to believe her lies. Yeah, she's a big liar. And I got to let you know, I have a big problem with jealous women. I mean, women. I had to deal with a jealous Melania Trump. I've got a jealous Lori McBride. I've got a jealous sister named Sandra Metcalf. It seems like my whole life I'm dealing with these jealous people. And if I don't expose them, they can destroy me. So I have to expose these people.
America, America.
Yes.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, I'm gonna make this point clear, and I'm gonna make it simple. Any troll sends me an email, it's gonna get deleted. Any troll leaves me a voicemail message on my Google Plus number, it's gonna get deleted. Any troll leaves me a text message on my Google Plus number, it's gonna be deleted. Any troll that sends me email that I don't want is going to get deleted. I turn my comment section off on my YouTube videos because I don't want to hear your maggoty shit. If I wanted to hear your maggoty shit, my comment section on YouTube would be on if I wanted to hear your maggoty opinion. So, I just deleted three emails. One from David Johnson, one from John Madome, and one from some other stupid idiot. I don't want to hear your shit. It's just going to get deleted. So why bother wasting your time? And like Rick Crude said the other day on one of his Monday walking videos, when he's on his time away from YouTube, he don't want to be disturbed.
Well, Rick Crude is definitely a hero to look up to and to quote for inspiration. Yes, Emo, we know what kind of people that you look up to. This, folks, was fresh tonight. As I was preparing for Weirdo Wonderland, someone sent this to me. He just wants you to know, enough's enough. No more, folks. No more, folks.
And I'm the same way. When I'm not fucking live streaming, when my fucking chat ain't open, you leave me the fuck alone. And you better stop this offline shit. Because every time you send me unsolicited shit, while I'm off YouTube, it's just gonna get deleted. And if you send shit to my house, it's just gonna get thrown out. So you're wasting your time and your money, not mine.
I take that personal, I think, a little bit, folks. Personally.
So this is the last time I'm telling you. My email on my channel is for business inquiries only. And Drama Dome and Nathan Johnson and everybody else, GD and all you people, you ain't business inquiries. You're maggots and you're low-life scumbag. And I don't want to hear your shit. Because if I wanted to hear your shit, I'd have all my shit turned on YouTube. This is the last time I'm telling you. Now take your emails, take your voicemails, and take your unsolicited packages, and fuck off.
There we go, folks. So what I have coming up here is just a couple short highlights from some of EMO's antics for the last week. It's the same old stuff, so I didn't feel it was necessary to go through the whole videos. But this is interesting. So the first little clip we're going to watch is where he just flat out, he's just given up on paying Lady Di, fuck her. Like, shocker. Like, no one saw that coming. And the second one, we saw a bit of it when I captured his live show. What was it, Monday or something like that? And he was going through the list of, quote, retards on YouTube. But then he privated that stream. Excuse me. But in another stream, the first half is the usual antics. He's going to kill Andrew and says mean stuff about people's kids and whatnot. And then the second half of the video, he actually goes through the list of, quote, internet retards. Once again, in more detail and explanation. So I thought I just pulled that out of the hangout. So if you will indulge me, folks, just remember, we're trying to keep everyone happy. I know not every cow is suited for every milker. Everybody has their own taste. And I apologize if you're waiting for the higher grade. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. But it's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what Weirdo Wonderland is all about. So please indulge me and some of the people that enjoy the unfettered rage. We got to get her fixed. It'll be quick, folks. It's like a Band-Aid. It's like a Band-Aid.
You know what? I'm not even going to get angry. I'm not even going to get mad in this video. No, I'm not even going to get angry. I'm not going to get mad. Just not. Because that's what you trolls want me to do. That's what you trolls want me to do. But guess what? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get angry at all. But you know what? You guys wanted to get my fucking monetization taken away when there was nothing wrong with my panels. 90% of them were in the gold status, okay? Which means they were suitable for some advertisements, but not all. But some of you, one of you motherfuckers got me demonetized from YouTube. But 90% of my fucking panels were in the gold status, where they could make money, but they weren't fully monetized. So you know what? I don't get paid. Lady Di doesn't get paid. Pure and simple. Because you know goddamn well right now Mike isn't working. And I'm supporting two motherfucking people on $1,400 a month. That's right. $700 a piece. You know I needed this channel to pay Lady Di back. So you know what? Call me a scammer. Call me a frauditor. Call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't get paid. Lady Di don't get paid. Thank you and good night.
Folks.
Well, he's all I can get. Nobody else would come up here, so I gave up. I gave up trying.
He's talking about Rick Productions.
So I allowed Rick
the
on,
pedo.
yeah.
The pedo. He allowed a pedo
everybody
on.
else stopped coming, so you know what? I'm not going to sit here and be bored all night. I take what I can get. And if that means scraping the bottom of the barrel, that means scraping the bottom of the barrel, because that's what Rick is. He's the bottom of the barrel. And like I said, my number one crime on YouTube was being born a fucking retard. Because that's who the trolls go after the most. Rick Productions, learning disabled. Shinks, learning disabled. Von Helton, not right in the head, has development issues. Skunkwater has development issues. Joey Wolf has development issues. And it's not all there. That's the common denominator. Being a fucking retard. If you're a fucking retard, you get trolled. That's the common denominator. If you're learning disabled or mentally impaired or born with brain damage, you get trolled on YouTube. That's the common denominator. Between me, Joey Wolf, Rick Productions, Von Helton, Shanny for Christ, G-Man, Skunkwater Bait and Tackle, Shanks. Let's see who else is a fucking retard that gets picked on all the time. That's a common denominator. And that's not my fault. I was born this way. God's an asshole, God's a cunt, and God's a piece of shit. He made me born this way. God's a fucking piece of shit. It's not my fault that God, the piece of shit, made me be born with fucking brain damage. God's a fucking piece of shit. God's a fucking loser that did it to all of us. But that's the common denominator. If you're a fucking retard on YouTube, if you got fucking brain damage, then you're the number one target.
Well, actually, I would argue the common denominator is that you are all pieces of shit that do shitty things to other people. And you get called out for them. But those who are not in denial of their disabilities try to hide behind them. That's what I would say. But hey, that's just my opinion, right?
I'm tired of being the number one target because of something that I couldn't control, something that I had no hand in. But that's the common denominator. Between everybody, Joey Wolf, Rick Productions, myself, Shinks that gets picked on a little bit. That other friend of Rick's, Big Ben, he's learning disabled. He gets picked on too. Skunkwater Bait and Tackle, she gets it a little bit. Von Helton gets it. Shanny for Christ, G-Man, all these people not in their right mind. And that makes them a number one target on YouTube. Makes them, as the trolls like to call them, Lowe's cows. Because they were born with something they couldn't control.
Yeah, their mouth. Their temper, their deviant behaviors. Right?
God damn internet!
Mr. Unite for the children donated $2 through Super Chat. I troll him cause his mod form PSA.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you very much for the Super Chat.
But that's the number one common denominator with the bullying that goes on YouTube. And this ain't YouTube anymore. This is now TrollTube. I'm going to start saying good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. I'm Emo Hollingwolf, and welcome to TrollTube. I'm going to start saying that in the beginning of my videos. Because it is. It's fucking TrollTube. It ain't broadcast yourself anymore. It's now TrollTube. Be trolled. And I love YouTube's original slogan was "Don't be evil." Well, YouTube is the most evil fucking place on the internet. So it went from the original motto of "Don't be evil" to "Be evil." That's what YouTube That's what YouTube is now. It's not YouTube anymore. It's fucking TrollTube now. Oh, and CloneTube. TrollTube and CloneTube. That's what it is. It's not a respectable community anymore. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. And that's the number one common denominator. People who are born retarded. That's the number one common denominator of all you trolls. You know what, man, go fuck yourself. I don't know what the hell that meant, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that that's a troll. But like I said, as long as I'm not getting paid, Lady Di's not gonna get paid. And you know what? That's a fake news now, Houston, so go blow me. At least I didn't rape my daughter. News now, Houston. You did that, though. You did that, didn't you? Next.
Wow. Wow. Do you hear that, folks?
I don't even have a daughter, by the way. So they didn't even try to turn that into a troll video. Never had any kids, never wanted any kids. Yeah, in Houston, we don't need to see that garbage show called Summary Judgment either. I don't need to see that, to see you showing that and 14 other channels showing that every Sunday morning. I'm tired of getting that message for Summary Judgment or whatever that fucking show is. That, yeah, see, News Now Houston can't even make up his own content. He's got to restream a show called Ceremony Judgment or whatever.
Anyways, actually, I don't have he's changed his number last time I knew, and I haven't really looked for his new number. I don't have his number anymore. Someone out there has it, wants to give it to me. Maybe we'll do a little checkup. See how he's doing. I'm kind of concerned with him talking like this. Folks, let's move ahead here. Please thumbs up the video. I would appreciate that if you could take a moment. If you're on your phone, just X the live chat and it shows up. Hit the like and then bring up the live chat again. That's all you got to do. No big whoop.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's Ron. W-R-O-N-G. Ron.
What? What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Alright, so Shani just did a stream tonight. As I said, just to recap, it's been a busy day, especially for Jason Avocado, who has been busy putting content up over at his OnlyFans. I'm going to spare us that, and I couldn't show it even if I wanted. It does beg the question still, who took the photo? I don't think this woman did. But just to give you, we're not going to spend too much time on this, folks. But just to give you a taste of what it's like, what Shani has to offer for content, especially when she's high out of her fucking gourd. This is just something to expect. And then the second little clip, I want to give it a congratulations. It appears that George Bush Pimps, if you're out there, you're not the only cervix ripper in town. Well, listen, he's at least bumped the cervix. We have a cervix bumper. Not maybe he hasn't graduated to ripper. We'll call him cervix bumper junior. of course, we still have to clarify this because Rev doesn't actually remember being there hitting her cervix. He'll explain in a moment. I'd rather you hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But here's just a little sample of what to expect when Shanny's doing edibles and decides to stream, folks.
Why get offended? I'm high. You're waiting to get weight loss surgery? Bro.
God bless you.
Bro.
God bless. I wish you the best.
Speaking of weight loss, pizza sounds delicious.
Speaking of weight loss, pizza sounds delicious. That was an awesome line. Somebody has to clip that. That was a really good line.
Woo!
That was funny.
I love Gorilla cookies.
That makes me real happy.
Woo! Pizza does sound delicious. I know, right?
Damn.
Someone treat stream this fat ass some pizza, damn it.
Treat streamer the pizza she mukbangs for you.
Oh man, I'd slather that freaking pizza up, man.
You would.
I'd make it good, man. I'll
Right.
pizza. Right to the pizza. Yeah, you can clip that, Ginger Girl. You
Do
can
it.
clip that.
That was really good.
Sorry, I make my own self laugh.
Higher than giraffe pussy,
I don't know
folks.
why. I just find myself humorous, especially when I'm really. Hey, I'm in like a Doug Benson type of Zen mode.
Doug Benson?
Heck yeah, man.
Doug Benson.
Here's where it gets
What
good,
is wrong
folks.
with my parents' age?
Listen close. Wait for it.
I keep hearing rumors online that Rev is gay. Why do people lie? What? Because they're morons.
Right.
Wait.
Geez, why would they get the impression that Rev is gay? I don't know. He's dressed up as a woman. Not necessarily that means anything. I'm just saying he's been dressed up as a woman. He's offered to stick cucumbers up his anus, and he just put up pictures of himself in the shower opening his butt crack open for people to take a look. I'm not sure who would be interested in a picture like that. I'm pretty sure not women. I don't know. Folks.
Wait, Jason is anti-gay? No.
Yeah, I'm anti-gay. I'm gay and I'm anti-gay. That's Shane Dawson. They did that to him. Sure.
Well, dang, you sure fooled me last night with your gayness.
I know, right? Slamming your pussy so hard I hit your cervix, you claim. I don't know how I did that. Because my dick's not long enough to hit a cervix.
You did.
Bingo.
Okay.
Let's listen to that again.
Kind of Superman shit.
A candid listen. Who says Rev is not brutally honest even with himself, folks? We got to put that back. That's a very candid admission. So she's putting out the claim that Rev did her so good he bumped her cervix, but he doesn't even remember the incident. He's like, well, if you say so, but I don't remember actually doing that. But let's listen again, folks.
Sure.
Well, dang, you sure fooled me last night with your gayness.
I know, right? Slamming your pussy so hard I hit your cervix, you claim. I don't know how I did that. Because my dick's not long enough to hit a cervix.
That's science right there, folks. That's just a matter of science. You can't argue with numbers.
You did, but whatever.
Okay. Then that's some kind of Superman shit going on.
You were just excited.
I was excited, yeah. Well, that's true. Extremely hard.
Oh, God. You see how they're doing this? Now they're turning into this does Rev hate gay people thing. What? Okay, Feder, you've had your time.
Does
Bye.
Rev date gay people?
No, Rev does not hate gay people at all.
He's too busy out there bumping cervixes that he can't remember. He doesn't. Folks, you gotta get Rev out of there. At this point, this is just fucking mental. This is mental cruelty at this point. I don't know.
Damn internet! Buck Melanoma donated $2 through Super Chat. He hung bung, bro. He hung bung.
Thank you very much for the super chat and the information. All right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Do you believe in gravity?
Well, gravity is a theory. Okay, I believe in electromagnetism. That's been proven, but gravity is still a theory, as far as I know. As far as I know, it's still a theory.
Well, wait. There's a theory of electromagnetism. Does that mean it's just a theory? What about germs? There's a germ theory. Like, we know that gravity... There's a difference between not being able to prove gravity, which I'm sure if he got on the roof of his fucking trailer and jumped, he would actually prove gravity really easy. Just because you don't understand everything about gravity doesn't mean that we don't know it exists. I mean, we use it to launch things into space. But, oh yeah, he doesn't believe in space either. So this is just an excerpt. I just want to play a little bit. Again, I'm not stepping on anyone's toes here. I'm not going to stream the whole fucking thing. But this was part that really jumped out at me when Von Helton tries to explain that he doesn't believe in gravity because it's, quote, just a theory, because there's a theory of gravity, right? But he does believe in the possibility of an invisible force that keeps us in place, a.k.a. gravity. Folks, you can't script this shit.
But I believe in electromagnetism. You know, is there something that's probably holding us in place? I imagine there probably is. But see, here's the problem.
Called gravity.
The problem you have with gravity is that every time a damn aircraft takes off, it's defying gravity. Well, what good's a goddamn rule or a law if somebody's...
No, it's not defying gravity. It's, quote, overcoming gravity. And I don't even like using that term. Like, this is real common without getting... Listen, you don't even have to fucking Google it, right? The laws of thermodynamics, folks, teach us that energy is never destroyed. It just constantly changes states, right? So we use fuel to feed an engine, which converts that energy into what's called lift. And with enough lift under the wings, they can not really overcome gravity, but they can manipulate the environment to fly off, get off the ground. Guess what happens when you stop feeding those engines energy? You succumb to gravity and drop like a rock out of the sky. But if only there was some way to prove that that happens.
Breaking it all the time. I mean, every time a plane takes off, it's breaking gravity.
No,
right,
are you familiar with aerodynamics?
Yes, ma'am. That's
There we
what
go.
I studied a long time ago was aerodynamics. One of the things I've studied.
Are you then
Von Helton studied aerodynamics, folks. Add that one to the list. He studied it. Meaning when he was 12, he doodled out the outline of an aircraft on graph paper. That's what he's talking about.
saying that aerodynamics is a lie?
No, I'm saying that aerodynamics has the ability to prove that gravity is a joke. It's a farce. Because if gravity was legit, it would hold everything down. Not just us. It would hold everything down.
It does.
If gravity...
What do you think is holding your table down? What the hell do you think is holding your trailer down? What do you think is... Like, it's gravity, dude. Right? Just because, again, if he's going to try to say he can jump up and down, which shouldn't be true for gravity. No, again, you're overcoming gravity because you're inputting energy, right? Which we get from food. And we can go back through how the food was developed. It's just energy transforming states and moving on through the chain. But you have to exert energy to jump. The question is, Vaughn, why do you come back to the ground? Huh.
It really was what they claim it is, the plane would never be able to get off the ground because gravity would be holding it in place. You follow me? Okay? Whoa. So, no. Every time an aircraft takes off, I laugh. I laugh my ass off because there's gravity being defied right then and there. Boom. Done.
So when I lift my foot, I'm defying gravity.
Yes, ma'am. Because gravity, according to what they claim, gravity is supposed to hold us down. Well, it's not doing a very good job. I mean, I can get out of my chair. Now, granted, I got bad legs, so I'm not going to actually do it. But I could get out of my chair and theoretically jump up and down. Where's the fucking gravity? Why isn't it holding me down? Why isn't it doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is holding me down?
Fall?
Huh?
Why do things fall?
Well, like I said, there is something out there, probably electromagnetism or something similar to that. I'm not denying that there's probably some force out there.
So he has no problem believing that there's some force out there that causes us to return to the earth, right? But he just won't call it gravity. This is insanity, folks. It's just ignorance. It's just a guy that sees the world from a sheltered place and is too stubborn to actually learn. He's just ignorant, yet confident in his convictions. That's what makes it funny.
It helps to hold things in place. I'm not saying that. But gravity is a theory. It has never been actually proven. And like I said, planes, me, you, we can all defy it whenever the fuck we want, you know. I can take this pop can, throw it up in the fucking air. You know, it's defying gravity at that point.
Okay, so then what is electricity to you?
Electricity is a current.
It's a current.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, okay, what's the moon? If this is, I'm going off of your theory that we're just kind of a disc, I guess. Then what is the moon?
I do not know. It depends on who you talk to. There's a lot of people that believe the moon is an actual a physical object. There are other people that believe it is a semi-corporeal object.
Hey, I got a crazy idea. Why don't we ask the people that's actually been to the fucking moon what it's made out of? I'm just throwing that out there.
There's still others that believe that it's nothing but a bright light in the sky. A big one, but nonetheless, just a bright light in the sky.
Why
and
do you
it's still
believe they're
others
deceiving us then? So what is the reason behind convincing the entire world that the earth is round?
Well, more recently, it would dovetail quite nicely into the depopulation program. Because, I mean, think about it. You could get these people.
That's you putting stuff in you like you said, it fits in. I want to know why they're doing this. I don't want to know what it fits in with. I want to know what was the reason for convincing the human population that the earth is round?
Money. Money, ultimately.
How can you get money?
Billions of dollars. Honey, NASA brings in billions of dollars every year. Every year it brings in billions of dollars. That's good. That's good money, man. That's good money.
NASA could have made cell phones, and they would have made more money.
Well, I can't. I obviously cannot crawl into the mind of Werner von Braun. Okay, I can't do that.
I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like a good.
Careful, Ms. Parker. It looks like you're actually making him think. You gotta be careful intellectually challenging Von Helton.
Just doesn't seem like a good plan, because it's just.
Well, see, here's the thing. Rocketry not only has a civilian aspect to it, which would be space exploration, the non-existent space, in my humble opinion,
okay,
but it also has military applications as well. Okay, ICBMs.
Why, if it doesn't exist, how could it have military applications?
Because an ICBM can go from the United States to Russia and hit its target.
It's my husband.
Yes, I know.
Came in to say hi.
Oh, hi. Tell him I said hi.
God damn internet!
Skeptic Fighter Jet donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn's breasts are just an illusion too, folks.
It's a lumbar cushion. Thank you very much for the super chat. I think there's one more coming up, so I'll just babble. There we go.
R. Azrael donated $5 through Super Chat. Is it really ignorance or stupidity from refusing to believe the truth that is available to him?
Again, he's just a sheltered guy who just believes what he wants. Like, he just... And I mean, no, he's gullible. Like, he does believe in weird stuff, which gives the illusion of a, maybe a more deep, more profound mental illness than perhaps he actually has. Like, because don't get me wrong, I think there's a few screws loose too. But you got to understand, this is a guy who was raised and coddled by a mother who's told him since he was a child that angels and demons fly around the house and that he was raised from the dead, right? So it's not unreasonable to believe that a man who's never actually left that environment for any length of time believes and is at least is open to believing crazy things, especially if it fits his presupposition of how the world actually works. Because Von Helton loves nothing more. You know, as they say, nature abhors a vacuum, but Von Helton loves an echo chamber. I'm just saying.
He says hi.
Outstanding.
So, what
All
I
right.
want to know is exactly if. Here's the thing.
I just want to state that brief, what I just heard of Miss Parker's husband, that little brief, what you could hear of a voice there, had more manliness in it than I've ever seen displayed by internet macho men like Von Helton and definitely Rev News. I'm just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Good job, Miss Parker.
What money are we making off convincing the world that the earth is round? How are you making money? Like what's the mechanism by which you make money convincing the entire populace of the world that the earth is round?
You get people to donate, you get people to volunteer, you get people to get active in it. I mean, you know, why wouldn't you come up with a scheme that gets a lot of people involved and gets a lot of people interested? Why wouldn't you come up with something like that? I mean, you know, you got people interested. I mean, I myself, when I was a child, I was a globe-tard, man. I loved space. I loved exploration. I said,
do you believe in dinosaurs?
Huh?
Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, I was into dinosaurs before anybody.
Before anybody, he was into dinosaurs, folks. Before anybody. But see, right there, he couldn't answer her question, right? His answer is basically, I don't know, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they make it up? No. You're making the claim that people made up a round Earth to dupe the citizenry of the whole world. Why? Now, why wouldn't they? To get volunteers, to get support. Like what? What? We'll play a little bit more of this. I got some more Von Helton I want to get through here.
Well, do you believe that they were real?
Yes.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay.
I believe in facts.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Christian, honey. I'm not a Christian.
He believes in facts, folks.
So, because I don't completely understand your paganism. I've talked to other pagans who are
Good.
like, I don't
That's
understand
good.
your paganism.
That's good.
So
That's good.
and I want to understand. I want to understand how you see the world. Because
How do I
think
see the world? I see
yes.
the world. Okay, I can sum it up in a nutshell. You have 300 families out there. Many of those 300 families go way the fuck back in time. Back even to the fucking ancient Egyptians, probably. But they go way the fuck back there. The Rothschilds and Rockefellers go way back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And their influence on this world has fucked everything up and continues to fuck everything up. Okay? And that's why I believe the gods have informed me that they're going to deal with these 300 elite families. They're going to rob them of their wealth so that they can no longer influence the governments of the world. And at that point, then there'll be nothing but a paper tiger, and then it'll be easier to round them all up and put them in front of tribunals for charges of crimes against humanity and war crimes, which is where they need to be. Which is exactly where they need to be. The Rockefellers and Rothschilds alone are responsible for World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and quite a few other wars. Pol Pot, his Cambodia killing fields. That's all responsible by the elite families, and some of them even admit to it. That's the sad part.
Speaking of Vietnam, did you guys hear lately that he's been claiming he has the three Vietnamese girlfriends, plus now 3 black girlfriends, And I guess there's a rumor out there he's been talking about a Latina girlfriend. Von Helton now claims to have 7 girlfriends, not just acquaintances, girlfriends. Now, it's possible he could be lost in a delusion of Skyrim, right? But we all know what he's into on Skyrim, horse vaginas and, gangbangs with dogs. So, is he talking about real life? I'm going to let you guys discuss that. I'm actually going to visit the little boys' room and get a fresh hiney here. I'm just going to let this play for a few more minutes, and we're going to move on, folks. Thank you for joining me. Please thumbs up the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. You know all the YouTube stuff. Anyways, let's keep going.
David Rockefeller, in his book, Memoirs,
Yes.
on page 435, I think it is. He said, and I paraphrase because I don't have his exact quote in front of me, but paraphrasing him, he said, "There are people out there that believe me and my family are part of an evil cabal bent on taking over the world and establishing a one world government. If that is the charge, I plead guilty, and I'm okay with that."
How do we know that's not satire?
That's not no, it was not satire. No,
Well,
his book Memoirs was not a joking book. It was a serious book. Okay, it was not a book of jokes. He was being serious there. He was telling you flat out, he don't give a damn. Now, of course, David Rockefeller's dead by now, but his brother Jay is still in our Senate. Oh, wow, imagine that. But anyway,
Have you ever heard that we as human beings have a tendency to see patterns?
Yes.
And this comes from our evolution. If you were to see something off in the distance and you got the feeling that, ooh, maybe it's a tiger, you would run away. Now, if it was or was not a tiger, it doesn't really matter. It's the fact that your life was saved, right? Like you prevented your own death.
Right.
So we have a tendency to see patterns, and that kind of has helped us to be what we are right now. And it's almost a crippling layover. And I feel that maybe some of the ideas that you have could just be the product of you seeing patterns in things. And I'd like to ask you where you consume your news. Where do you get your information? Are you vetting that information properly, or are you looking for information that just confirms what you already believe, or are you willing to challenge your belief? What's in your bag of epistemology?
I told you, I used to be a big-time skeptic. These fuckers out here think they're skeptics. They ain't shit compared to me. I used to be a huge skeptic. More so than you, more so than all them combined. Okay? There was no bigger skeptic on this earth than me. Okay? And I did that as a Christian. Why do you think I left Christianity? If I was this Caesar milquetoast piece of shit like the trolls keep telling you I am, would I have left Christianity? No. No, I would not. I would still be a Christian to this day. Right? Yeah. Okay, so obviously, I think outside the box. Obviously, I'm willing to challenge my beliefs. And obviously, I'm willing to assert when I'm wrong. Now, see, these fuckwads in the outside chat will tell you, he never admits when he's wrong. I didn't.
Mary Sunshine donated $2 through Super Chat. Grin, grin.
Grin indeed. Thank you very much. I tell you what, let's move on, folks, because we got more Von Helton. I mean, this is a lot of great stuff. Like I said, I've seen Black Guy TV covering it. It's over on Von's. Of course, go check out. I should have grabbed these links, actually. Go check out Ms. Parker if you haven't already. She's been doing lots of fun streams. And I think they have like a little cabal going with a secret Discord that I haven't been invited to. I sent her a message and I told her that I think that her ratio of white racists to the other people on her panel was out of whack, and I'd be happy to come up because I'm whiter than sour cream. I was raised in small town Canada. Don't consider myself a racist, but nowadays I don't think racists call themselves racists anymore. So, but speaking of racists, we got more of Von Helton to get into, and let's do it.
We'll be right back after these messages.
But first...
And now a public service announcement.
Are you fucking serious? 10 pizzas?
Yeah, 10 pizzas.
Yeah. Do you fucking realize how many homeless people 10 pizzas could feed? That you're wasting food, Do you realize that? Then they wonder why when they go out to dinner, they bitch that the restaurant is so expensive. That's why, because you're wasting the restaurant's fucking money, and you're wasting the restaurant's fucking profit. doing shit like that. Do you realize how many homeless veterans 10 fucking pizzas can feed, asshole? You know what, Carl? You're a fucking you need your face knocked out of your fucking head. And you need your hands broke so you can't fucking type. That's what you need. No, but that's a waste of food. Do you realize how many and they gotta throw it in the garbage can every time you waste that fucking food. They can't resell it to another fucking human being. It goes in the goddamn garbage can. Do you realize how many homeless fucking you can feed with that? You're a liar, Houston! You're a liar! I'm gonna come to Houston and pass your fucking faces! Houston! I'll come to fucking Houston! I'll kill you, you motherfucker! I'll kill you! Kiss my cock!
Right now. Anyone, is Mike Toppin actually live right now? It keeps copping on every couple of
I
nights.
think that might be a kid.
So I grabbed this clip. This is the last clip of emo of the evening, but I wanted to save the pure, unadulterated rage for the last clip. You know how I do it, folks. We build it up. And we're going to get back into some Von Helton, some very interesting Von Helton here in a minute. But I just wanted to point out this Me Neely guy up in the top right corner here, the Scottish gentleman, he's just hooked on tutorials. Look up at a brilliant tutorial on YouTube about that. He's just, one night I saw him, all he talks about is tutorials. Well, they've all turned on this guy. Him and Emo's mad at Rick and this Me Neely guy, and they've all turned on each other, which it will lead to hilarity, I'm sure. But in this one, I'm just going to let it play because he comes in hot at Carl here. And, yeah, let's just watch it, folks.
I think that might be a kid. Get him off.
No, that's usually me that thinks that somebody might be yeah, Mike Toppin, for some reason, he's usually on. You must have a massive ban list in your panel because I've never seen your stream so what have you got, like 78 viewers at the weekend? You should have, excuse me, you should at least have 200, near 200 in the chat.
I guess he just pulled that number.
I've got wind in my mouth.
It's just a weird thing. A lot of these new characters that have been showing up. I guess this guy's been around for a bit. And you heard Emo mention this Shinx guy, and someone was like, who's Shinx? And I don't know a whole lot either. But I'm just saying, just by coincidence, a whole lot of them seem to have, quote-unquote, allegations around their internet behavior and appropriateness with minors. It just seems to be... There's a common denominator that I've noticed with these people that seem to orbit Rick. Just saying. I'm going to skip it up a little bit here, folks. Because I don't want to listen to these two. Jesus Christ. Oh. Emo comes in hot.
You don't...
And Nelly, you know damn well
Yeah.
Rick can't broadcast by himself because that faggot Jaden will kick him off the panel, and then the minute he's off the panel, he starts showing porn. He needs an undercover operative in this room at all times because of the fucking hacking done by Jaden and the faggot porn bombing. That's why we run this show. If you don't like it, me Nelly, get the fuck out.
He's gone.
What did Jaden do the other night, Rick? He kicked you off the panel, and then the minute he kicked you off the panel, he started showing porn. That's why Rick can't run the panel by himself. That's why Rick needs backup.
I'd just like to point out it was after this hangout that Emo actually went in and put on full screen a porn bomb to get Rick's channel shut down because he's hanging out with people that Emo doesn't like. I just wanted to catch everybody up on that point as well. Skip it up here a bit. Oh.
Hey! I'm gonna keep blocking you.
All right. He comes in hot again, folks.
Coming in, big balls, and I'm gonna keep blocking you all fucking night. All fucking night. All fucking night, faggot. I'll ban you all fucking night, you motherfucking faggot. And what are you doing that I can't ban you from the panel? I can only kick you, you motherfucker, because you're a fucking hacker. You're a fucking scumbag, and we don't want trash in this fucking room. Pieces of fucking trash like you, fucking faggots. I'll just keep banning all fucking night, losers. I'll keep banning all fucking night. I'll keep kicking all fucking night. Cause I got nothing better to do, fuck faces.
Well, I don't like fucking Jaden. Get out to my fucking stream now, you fucking assholes.
They're fucking hackers because I can't ban them. I can only kick them. Because they're fucking hackers and they're hacking the fucking panel. So that's fine. I'll keep kicking all night. My clicking finger is getting better, baby. I can do it all fucking night, faggots. I can do it all fucking night.
I don't care if I lose all my fucking subs. You don't load the fucking trolls. Fuck off.
He knows damn well why you can't run your own stream. Because they kick you off the panel and then they porn bomb you. Like Jaden did to you 2 nights ago. You know he does that shit because Jaden's a little 4-eyes fucking faggot.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I'll keep kicking all night. Just keep kicking, baby. All fucking night.
Bye, assholes.
Josh is another fucking faggot that I like to smash his fucking face in. You're another fucking loser, Josh. You're a fucking faggot, too. You're a low-life fucking faggot. Yeah, I'll smack that fucking smile right off your faggot face. You're a fucking loser! A fucking loser! You're a fucking loser!
I'm not a predator. Carl? You there, Carl?
Yeah, what's up, bro? You need to get rid of him now.
No, you're not getting rid of him.
He's ruining your channel. He's a scammer.
No,
that is not Carl.
He sent Lady Di his penis.
You kick him off, and then
You're porn bombing, Emo. You porn bomb Lady Di. You sent Lady Di your penis.
Dishonorable fucking faggot!
You need to be arrested, Emo. You're a criminal.
You're a disgrace.
Stop showing your penis on YouTube.
States military, you fucking faggot!
I've fucking had enough of this. I've fucking had enough.
Yeah, I'll keep kicking, asshole. What? What are you gonna keep being an asshole? Do you have no life? Do you have no fucking life, faggot?
Shut up, you fucking idiot.
You're a fucking asshole! I'll kill you, you motherfucker!
Okay,
I
shut up.
find out where you are, you're fucking dead! Do you understand me? You're fucking dead!
Can you spray that one again? Right. I'll make a deal with you. Right.
I got this video clip from one of Mark Cronin's channels, by the way, just to full transparency. That's who grabbed this little gem.
Tired of these motherfuckers kickers. When I kick somebody, we don't want you here. That means you're a piece of trash. That means you're a scum. You're a scumbag.
Why is there another broadcast? Why? Why is it? Why have I got all these stream yards?
Yep, keep fighting the panel, asshole. I'll just kick you all out. Cause you're faggots! You're all my fucking faggots! You deserve fucking death! That's what you deserve, you fucking faggots! You deserve fucking death! Yep, keep kicking, baby. All night long. All night long. All night fucking long. We'll just keep kicking all fucking night long.
Yes, we will. I'm up all night anyway, so they can all fuck off now. I don't give
and
a
I'm
fuck.
gonna report you guys to StreamYards. I'm gonna tell them to start monitoring my stream and show them how you faggots are blocking a ban. I'm gonna report you fucking faggots to StreamYards. All of you fucking dirty cunts.
It's alright, dog. It's alright. It's only emo having a fucking meltdown.
And what is this fucking guy like?
Hello, how's it going? You seem annoyed, Emo.
Yeah, because these fucking guys are destroying Rick's channel.
Why? Why are you streaming me, Shiva?
I'm not restreaming you. Oh, right, no, I am. Hang on. There you go. Emo, I reported you to Streamlabs, Emo. I reported you to Streamlabs, Emo. Emo, I reported you to Streamlabs.
Fuck it, Rick.
What?
Fuck it, I'm all done with this fucking... With these fucking faggots, I'm all fucking done. Thank you and good night.
We'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's no messages.
Well, folks, I'm back again. This time, I'm not a white supremacist. This time, I'm a racist. I'm a fucking racist. I'm trying to figure out how I can be racist and be 65% Cherokee Indian.
See, the irony, he doesn't even understand that that very statement is actually racist. Like, this is a lot. It's like there's ignorance. There is racism from ignorance. Like, we always have this conception that racism means it's like this old white dude that hates black people or people of another color, right? But racism comes in all different shades and colors, right? And a lot of it can come from just ignorance. I mean, a lot of us are guilty of that. I'm guilty of it. I mean, I have prejudice and stereotypes in my heads and stuff. And it's not about hating anyone. It's just, you know, we all fall victim to certain biases and prejudices sometimes. And the difference is that you try to learn and grow from that, right? You have to be an open door. Von Helton just claimed that he cannot be racist because he's 65% Cherokee, which again, folks, in itself is actually a racist statement. But this video is more an exposition, and it's a short one, but we got some others to kind of wait for it. That's all I'm going to say. But this is an excellent exposition, if nothing else, of Von Helton watching a video and getting a completely different meaning out of it than anybody else that would watch the same video. Folks, thank you for joining us.
And the rest white. I'm trying to figure that out, because as a mixed race individual, does that mean I hate myself?
No, but you could, you know, hold prejudice attitudes towards Asians. You could towards natives. Like, just because you claim to have native blood in you doesn't mean that you can't be prejudiced against other natives. I mean, this is just... Anyways.
I mean, one would think, right? I mean, if I'm racist, that means I gotta hate myself, right?
See, again, Von Helton believes racism means a white guy who hates other races. So in his mind, since he believes he's part of another race, he can't be racist. Like, it's just... Folks, it's the shit abyss.
Because I'm mixed race, right? Yeah. But yeah,
we noticed that the Jif peanut butter has made a return, folks.
Yeah, I've got proof. Once again, I've got proof that I'm the racist. I'm just a racist motherfucker, man. I'm just horrible. I'm evil, and we're going to find out just how evil I am. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be stupendous. We're gonna hear it straight from the horse's mouth that I'm the racist piece of shit that ever walked the fucking earth, man. Yep. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright, so I'm just going to skip the little intro thing here. So this is on the heels of his hangout, or his live stream that he did with Miss Parker. And of course, he's following her around like a little puppy dog, hiding in the shadows, stalking her. Because it's like the guy, I knew a guy that would do this, actually in college, and he was a prolific bullshitter, and we'd always catch him. One time he told some fucking crazy stories, left the room, we waited a minute or two, and then opened the door, and he was sitting outside the door listening to hear what we had to say about him and his crazy stories. That's kind of what Von Helton is, right? He's following Ms. Parker around now to see what she has to say about the bullshit that he just tried to spew out towards her, because he knows that she's smart. Right? Anyways.
Around you and you saying dumb stuff, that's one thing. You know, if you continue doing it as you turn into an adult and you start learning, then you might just be a racist. You know what I mean? Like, if your family's racist and you grow up and you still agree with them, then you're racist too. Don't just be like, oh, I have a black friend, so I'm not racist. No. You're still, you haven't changed all the way yet.
Shit. You know, I have more respect for like a guy that just say, I'm racist, I hate black people, versus those ones that like smile in your face and like, you know, try to stab you in the back with a like, I used to, you know, I had a black boyfriend, I'm not racist. I told my wife, like, those are the worst. They will fucking try to destroy you, they'll try to ruin your life. You know?
They're the worst people, because they'll smile in your face, they'll buy you a drink, they'll treat you like, they'll even put you on a pedestal, especially when their other white friends are around, because look, I have a black one. Yeah, hey. You know, and at the end of the day, they're going to treat you like shit behind your back. You are the lowest thing. You don't deserve kindness. You don't deserve, you know, humanity. And that's what I don't like.
So I think it was pretty clear to everybody listening exactly what they were saying. They were saying, and I've said this on my, I don't like brown people, that's okay, just admit it, right? If you're going to be a racist, don't be a fucking coward racist. Just own it, step up to it, and just say, at least you're not pretending, right? And what they're saying is the worst people are the ones that put a smile on their face, but then behind closed doors are still racist. And they have what's called a token friend, or somebody they work with. I can't be racist because I'm 65% Cherokee. That's all they're saying, but see, that's not what Vaughn's hearing. But the reality is, it's because it strikes a nerve with Von Helton, because he knows even though without saying his name, they just described him to a T, and he's hurt by that because he has a crush on Ms. Parker. I'm just putting it out there. He has a crush on Ms. Parker, and he feels hurt.
Alrighty, folks. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth that I'm the most racist piece of shit. I mean, think about it, man. I got 3 black girlfriends, 3 Asian girlfriends, and a Latino girlfriend. Holy fuck, man! I must really be a racist motherfucker, right? You know, because I got all these mixed race and minority girlfriends.
Here we go.
I must be the worst piece of shit that ever walked the earth. Right? Yeah. I mean,
he's trying to spin it. Now, what Von Helton's version of that is, like, this is just how blatant that he can just lie to himself. Because we all just watched the video excerpt, right? I think we're all in agreement. If I'm wrong, someone's tell me I'm wrong. I think I heard what I heard, though. But now Von Helton is going to say that they are claiming that anyone that has a mixed or is in an interracial relationship, or especially a white person who has a, fill in the blank ethnicity girlfriend, is a racist, which is actually absolutely absurd and is not what they said at all. What they did say is you can't use these supposed girlfriends as tokens.
Damn internet!
Dragon King donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Sponsored by Jif Peanut Butter Grin Open Mouth Smile.
Yep, that's right. Chase it with some fucking Mountain Dew for that Kentucky grin, folks. Anyways, let's listen to Vaughn. I think you get my point. I think it's just worth saying. It's just, it bothers me not so. I don't care about his attitudes. We all know how he is, but it's just the willing ignorance to hear what he wants to hear. Right? It's just an absurd pivot that he's trying to pull here. But anyways,
you heard it yourself, right?
No.
If you have a black girlfriend, and I'm assuming an Asian girlfriend too, and Latino, then you're a racist prick. I mean, you just heard it yourself.
That's not what they said.
I didn't alter what they said in any way, shape, or form. You heard it right out of their own damn mouths.
No, but when you do things like try to use them as a token to prove that you're not racist, that in itself is racist. Like, notice that Von Helton never refers to his girlfriends as his girlfriends. He has to make the distinction, my Vietnamese girlfriends, my black girlfriends. I will settle for a black girlfriend until the Vietnamese arrive. He always addresses them and identifies them by their race. These are Skyrim girlfriends, by the way, folks. I'm pretty sure.
And you wonder why there's a problem in the black community? Seriously? Maybe if you'd stop going around calling everybody a racist prick, maybe there wouldn't be a problem in the black community.
Yeah, so there we go. It's the blacks. Quote, the blacks, folks. Just like last time, the problem was rap. If they would just go back to listening to Motown like Von Helton remembers them. That's what he said in another video. We showed it here live. Now it's the blacks' fault for calling out racism. If they would just shut up, be quiet, there wouldn't be a problem. Von Helton, 2021.
Wow, what a concept. What a concept that is. Hey, don't go around calling people racist pricks, especially when they ain't done shit to you. Then maybe you wouldn't be getting problems, right? I mean, black, I get all these problems. I get all these problems. Well, maybe it's because you're running around calling everybody a racist prick. Maybe you ought to not do that shit no more. Maybe the reason you're being oppressed and harassed, or whatever the fuck, excuse you got, because it is an excuse. You can change your ways, you just don't choose to. But the point is that, whatever excuse you may be floating today, it could possibly be because you're running around calling everybody a fucking piece of shit racist. Don't do that shit. Don't be running around calling people racist that ain't never done shit to you. Don't do that. And if you don't do that, then maybe you won't have all this oppression that you keep claiming that you have. Another thing too, let's be clear, folks. The only people that I know of that are keeping this racist bullshit going is a handful of black folk. That's it. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and Louis Farrakhan. Those are the people that keep this racist bullshit going. They're the only ones. I don't say, you know, show me some major white leader that is out there spewing racist rhetoric. Go ahead. Can't find them. It's always the black folk. It's always black folk that are pushing this Civil War racist bullshit. And it's based on a fucking lie. That's the bitch of it. It's based on a total fucking lie. But you keep promoting it and promoting it and promoting it and promoting it. And then you wonder why you get oppressed. You wonder why people are wondering what your problem is. Really? How about we stop? How about we start changing things by not running around calling people racist pricks? Just a thought. It's just an idea, you know. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, man, I tell you what, with all the minority girlfriends I've had, I'm at the apex, man. I am the worst motherfucking racist piece of shit ever walked the planet, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, folks, what this is really about is that he's got a crush on Miss Parker, and she just called out characteristics that she finds disgusting in a person, and he feels struck because he recognizes that he holds every one of them. That's what this is really about. And that's what makes this clip glorious.
Yeah, that's it. All right, but anyway, short and sweet. I just wanted to let you all know that I'm a racist piece of shit, and you know. So now you know. And as we always say, from the old G.I. Joe cartoons, knowing is half the battle. So y'all have a pleasant day, and a better tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, but we're not going to let Vaughn off the hook that easy, folks. I don't even have to go back in the archives. We've seen many examples over the years of Von Helton being overtly racist. But we have a couple new examples, and if you were upset by some of the stuff you heard here, let's jump ahead. Actually, let's go back in time just a day or two before he made this video.
To outbreed the Irish Catholics.
So we have a round table here. And we have, of course, J-Dubs. And we have the Sam Samuels guy who is absolutely disgusting. The shit that drops out of his fucking mouth. I mean, he advocates and calls for people actually being shot in the head and their throats being slit that disagree with his political position, right? And the guy does not shut the fuck up. I mean, seriously, if I could hit randomly anywhere in this video, and chances... I would bet on 7 or 8 times out of 10 it's going to be him talking or waiting to talk. Let's test that. I'm just going to hit randomly, folks. This Sam guy is too much.
And they
so let's go up here.
Try to with let's
go here.
Executive orders.
Okay, J Dubs
declares himself dictator.
No graven
Vaughn.
image
around the world will turn
Sam
into
again.
a white process that would reload.
Watching a video.
Hopefully, most are
Vaughn.
benevolent. Let me
Sam.
Let me interrupt. From the Disclosure Project, there are 50
people know on your channel that you
years, and to get you to not fight. Okay,
so get it right.
Or up here is just fun. But I mean, I go here. He's just there. He is
to make you servile and to
basically here on vacation.
Food is going to be an issue, so people take that size on the bus. Kept us both. All right, now we had to stop.
So as long as they are in there, for the most part, if they're not watching a video together, and he's actually physically in the room, chances are it's going to be him talking for the most part. Of course, there's a couple J-Dubs, and about 3 or 4 Von Heltons, but the rest was pretty much him. But to be fair, I was backtracking. But any given hangout, folks, you could play that game and hit, and you know, chances are you're going to get this Sam guy. So I'm just going to play the first 4 or 5, maybe 6 minutes of this hangout. This is a continuation of a hangout they were already streaming. Vaughn had figured out that he can stream again on his channel. And they are actually in a conversation And they are pro-ethno-Israel state. Not just the state of Israel, but blatantly kicking people who are not quote-unquote Jewish out, keeping people out of a country, de-assimilation. They call all people from Africa are rapists and thieves. And this is where Von Helton actually comes up with the idea they should check for DNA. And a country should have the right to ship people back to their ancestral land. Folks, this is a pretty disgusting conversation. They, of course, first addressed the brown threat. Von Helton, of course, not being a white man, I don't know why he's so concerned with this, but they are scared that the brown people are, of course, outbreeding the white people, and George Soros is funding all of this, and the evil Democrats deserve to be killed. Just to set it up. Let's watch a few minutes, folks. The opinions expressed in the following clip are not shared by the host.
They outbreed the Irish Catholics, and they systematically try to destroy, and then eventually they moved up more north and more north and more north, and now you have Northern Ireland, which is completely not even Irish anymore because of just all the immigration of all the foreigners coming in. I mean, is that what you want for America? Is that what you want for Israel? Is that what you want for the world? I mean,
well, see, that's the thing. That if you go back in history, and study Lebanon, which is a very small country to the north of Israel, what you will find is that it used to be a Christian nation. Okay, but what happened was the stupid Lebanese Christians decided that they would be fair and balanced and equal and allow the Muslims to come in. Well, the Muslims outbred the Christians. Literally, they literally were popping out 5, 6, 7 kids. The Christians were not. And as a result, the Muslims started taking control of Lebanon. Pretty soon, they got into the Lebanese government. They got into the Lebanese military. And then one day, guess what happened? You woke up literally out of your bed as a Lebanese Christian. You woke up out of your bed and you heard an announcement on the TV saying, "We have taken over your country." And they literally started rounding up Lebanese and slaughtering them in the streets. Literally. And I know this, hold on. I know this because a woman by the name of Bridget Gabrielle is a refugee from Lebanon who saw the killing with her own eyes and who narrowly escaped by hiding in the sewer system until she could get a passage to France. And so we know this for a fact. It's real. It happened. Okay. And the Muslims can sit there and deny all they want. Now they're doing it to Israel. And they're trying to do it here in the States, but the United States is so damn big, it's hard for them to do it. But they're going to succeed in Israel. The ADL is correct about that. You are going to lose your nation if you don't get rid of the Muslims. That's what I said. You start having them take DNA tests, and you tell them that they've got to take a DNA test and compare that with Jordanian. And then when they match, send them back to Jordan. If they match with an Egyptian, you send them back to Egypt. If they match with a Syrian, you send them to Syria. But you got to get them out of your country.
And the Jews will wear gold stars so you can tell them from other people. Now, eventually they won't need the gold stars because they'll all be Jews and they'll have kicked everybody out that's brown or suspicious. I just want this to sink in, what Von Helton is actually proposing here. Now, this isn't whether you're pro-Israel or not Israel or whatever. That's not the question here. I just want you to think about Mr. Government should be the size of a walnut. He doesn't believe that the government has a right to come and tell you anything. Doesn't have the right to come and intervene in your life unless they're giving you a check. But yet he is completely comfortable with the idea of a government selecting a minority group based on their religion or their ethnic ancestry and demanding them mandatory DNA testing and sending them back to whatever country they match, whether they ever lived in that country or not. Just let that sink in. I just want to put it back for a sec.
We have a democratic parliamentary style of way.
You send them back to Egypt. If they match with a Syrian, you send Muslims can sit there and deny all they want. Now they're doing it to Israel. And they're trying to do it here in the States, but the United States is so damn big, it's hard for them to do it. But they're going to succeed in Israel. The ADL is correct about that. You are going to lose your nation if you don't get rid of the Muslims. That's what I said. You start having them take DNA tests, and you tell them that they've got to take a DNA test and compare that with Jordanian. And then when they match, send them back to Jordan. If they match with an Egyptian, you send them back to Egypt. If they match with a Syrian, you send them to Syria. But you got to get them out of your country. They've got to get out of that country.
Okay,
or you'll lose it.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And again, I'll repeat: this will be a messianic process. I'm not being pacifistic or passive about it. I do realize it will occur. It will occur by the hand of God. Okay, this will not. We have a democratic parliamentary style of government here that will never happen by way of our government authorities. Okay, that will be by way of God compelling them and forcing them to leave, by way of the Messiah, the Mashiach, that will tell them leave, and they will leave. Okay. I'm not a sort of like dismissing the danger. There is a demographic danger. And I was going to make a point, like the movie Braveheart, with Mel Gibson's Braveheart in the Middle Ages with Longshanks, talking about the Scots, how to will breed them out, the prima nocta, with having the English sleep with the newly married wives of the Scots, whatever, to kind of like replacement population by way of a very kind of crude and a cruel and a medieval tactic of undoing your enemy by breeding them out or forcing this kind of nonsense. It is a uncouth, it's very it's like an uncivilized thing to do nowadays in this day and age. But the Democrats found a way of guilt tripping Americans into committing
self-genocide,
getting rid of themselves.
It is it's self-genocide. When you and like I said, okay, I've got girlfriends in Vietnam right now that are working to get here. Okay, you have to go through a process. You have to contact the U.S. Embassy. You have to contact your own government. You have to get your shots. You have to get your passport. You got to get your visa. You got to, you're asked a battery of questions. Are you now or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? I'm kind of kidding about that and kind of not. But the point is that you're asked a series of serious questions. You get vaccinated. You go through all this spiel that you have to do to become an American citizen. This billions of people at our southern border, that's not immigration. That's
billions. You know what they're actually projecting, and they actually wrote it down in their white papers. They want 600 million people to come into the United States and replace the
indigenous Americans. That's right.
Indigenous Americans.
Black, white, Hispanic, whatever. If you're an American and you demand your rights as an American citizen, if you know your rights, if you're aware of the Constitution, doesn't matter what color you are, doesn't matter what religion you are, they want you gone. They don't want uppity Americans.
I keep telling
you, they don't want uppity Americans demanding rights.
So, folks, you heard it from the horse's mouth. The plan by the evil Democrats is to bring over 6 million brown people out of billions at the border to not integrate, but to replace what they call, quote, indigenous Americans. And I will tell you, they are not talking about First Nations people. It goes on and on. These people are just are pretty overtly, I think it is. And that's what I'm saying. Racism comes in all different shapes and sizes. These people would actually use the argument that they can't be racist or bigoted because they're Jewish, but they're calling for an ethno-cleansing of a state by the state. Completely supporting it. I don't know, folks. I think that reveals a lot. Oh, but it gets better. I have more.
Yeah, everybody says, what's all the helicopters for?
So this is Von Helton just last night, and he's got a warning. All you black people that are getting worked up over the George Floyd thing, which he thinks is a complete farce, better stop your bitching and whining, get off the streets and stay home, because them helicopters, guaranteed, they got orders shoot to kill, so you best just stay home. Don't protest and voice your opinion, folks. Now, I do want to, for my own benefit, I do want to separate. I support people's right to protest, not necessarily loot and burn down stuff. I want to be clear on that. But of course, Von Helton conflates those two things and just tells all the, quote, blacks to stay home. Folks, you can't script this shit.
Yeah, everybody says, what's all the helicopters for? The helicopters are for when the blacks riot after this stupid George Floyd court trial. And I suspect they have orders to shoot to kill. So if you're smart, keep your ass at home. If you're a dumbass, go out there and get shot by them helicopters. The choice is yours, right? But yeah, there's massive helicopters everywhere. Washington, D.C., well, every major city. Every major city has a bunch of helicopters flying over it. Why? Because this damn George Floyd shit. They're expecting the blacks to riot. And I guarantee you, I'll bet you bottom dollar, they've got orders to shoot to kill, motherfuckers. So you better not get out there and start a bunch of shit in the streets like you did in Seattle and Portland. You think you're going to be able to repeat Seattle and Portland? No, you ain't. They're going to kill your ass this time. They're done playing with your shit. So now you go out here and you riot after this fucking court case. They're going to shoot to kill. I guarantee them helicopters are going to open fire. Don't be stupid. Do not be stupid and riot after this damn court case. Don't do it. You'll be putting your own lives in your hands. You've been warned by me. I didn't even have to warn you about this, by the way. But being a good Samaritan like I am, I'm giving you a chance to save your ass. Because I'm telling you, there was like 5 or 6 fucking helicopters flying over Washington, D.C. There was a bunch of helicopters flying over Seattle, a bunch of helicopters flying over Tampa, a bunch of helicopters flying over Cincinnati. Okay? Why? Because of this fucking goddamn court case. And I'm telling you, they got orders to shoot to kill. Don't be a dumbass. Don't you riot. Because I guarantee you they got orders to shoot to kill. There's too much fucking helicopter traffic going on, bro, to be a coincidence. Way too much. And for those of you that are wondering, here's the article about Chauvin, Derek Chauvin. Let me get it up here. Defense rests in its case in trial of ex-cop accused of killing George Floyd. And it's small as hell. Hang on. There we go. There we go. NBC News. Derek Chauvin invoked his Fifth Amendment right not to testify. He is charged with second and third degree murder and second and third degree manslaughter in the death of George Floyd. All right. I'm telling you, you idiots get out there and riot.
I like how he says, all right, like he's proving some kind of point.
At this time, them helicopters, I guarantee you, them helicopters have got orders to shoot to kill. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet, motherfuckers? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Now I'm telling you, they let you get away with Seattle. They let you get away with Portland. They ain't going to let you get away with anything else. All right. And in just on the off chance you think that I'm bluffing, go read what happened in Ohio back in 1969. Just in case you think I'm bluffing. You don't think they'll shoot your ass? You better believe they will. You better fucking believe they will. Like I said, you burned Seattle and Portland to the fucking ground. You think they're going to let you do that to any more of the cities?
Remember, he's talking to the, quote, blacks. He's talking to all blacks right now, folks.
Fuck no, they ain't. They will shoot to kill.
Oh, he doesn't fearmonger. He never fear mongers, folks.
You know, maybe that's what the gods was trying to say with the purple skies. Maybe this is it. Better fucking listen to me. Don't go out there and fucking riot after this goddamn court trial.
Again, rioting, I'm not condoning, but he's conflating protesting and rioting. He's telling all blacks to stay home, keep your mouth shut, is basically what he's saying, or you're gonna get shot.
Don't do it. Don't be stupid. Now, of course, nobody's going to fucking listen to me. They're going to go out there, and the helicopter's going to be like, and that's going to be the end of that. Okay? But we'll see. We'll see. I'm telling you, don't be dumb. Don't be stupid. They wanting to kill people. They wanting to start a race war. They wanting to do all kinds of shit. Don't be stupid and go out there and start a bunch of shit over this damn court trial. Don't do it. I can't stress that enough. I don't know, Real American. I don't know what they'll do. I really don't. I don't know how the jury's going to go. You never know. You never know. Maybe it'll be one of those, if it don't fit, you got to quit. You know, who knows? Who knows how the fuck, you know. Here's an interesting thought. I mean, how many years now have they been wanting a race war in America? How many years? Okay. I mean, all the way back for years and years and years, right? Okay, so why don't they allow the guy to get off so that it will trigger a race war in America? Because they've always wanted a race war. They want that race war really bad. They want blacks and whites slaughtering each other in the streets. Because they sit there and they get off sexually to it. Did you know that? It's true. We've had whistleblowers tell us. These elites get off on that shit. See, you and I get off looking at an attractive woman. They get off by seeing dead bodies in the street.
No. Correction. Von Helton gets off by looking at horse vaginas and watching gangbangs, including dogs, on video games. We know that. Anyways.
I'm not even joking. We've had whistleblowers tell us that. That's what gets them off sexually, is seeing dead bodies in the streets. They're necrophiliacs. You know what that is? If you don't know what that is, Google it. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. What's my opinion? Guilty or not guilty? I think the whole goddamn thing's a false flag. We've got alleged circumstantial evidence that suggests that the wrong people are even on trial. It's not even the real people. Real people are off in Tahiti sipping a mint julep, watching you all go crazy. You think I'm kidding? No, I'm not kidding. In fact, let me see if I can find that real quick. I think I got a couple of pictures I can throw up, doing a comparison of Derek before and after. They don't match. The ears don't match. Nose doesn't match. Skin doesn't match. Nothing matches. Well, let me see if I can grab one of them pictures right quick. Seems like I saw where I had one of them comparing his stuff, and see if I can find it. Probably can't. I mean, I got so much shit, man. I need to start better cataloging my shit. I got so much stuff now. I need to start cataloging it. Pardon me.
So
definitely need to start cataloging that shit.
So for the rest of this, he basically meanders around trying to stumble through his archive to find evidence for what he was saying, and of course he can't find it. He gets up, takes a shit, and then ends the stream. That's basically it. But I think, folks, what we picked from this is Von Helton is so deeply in denial of his own racism. I mean, he has actually convinced himself that he's not a racist while advocating for ethno-states and sending people back based on DNA tests. That I don't know what else to say, folks, about that. But let's keep that train rolling since we're all here having fun. Folks, thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it.
So
I want to thank Salami. I want to thank Salami Nugget, Salami out there. If you're watching, he caught this little gem here, folks. Who would win in a fight between Von Helton and Godzilla? That really is the question, folks.
Yeah. Is the Elite's plan woven into Godzilla King of the Monsters? We nuked Godzilla off the coast of California. We nuked the fuck out of that sumbitch. And hopefully his happy ass ain't coming back. It was a tactical nuke, so don't panic, okay? California isn't going to start fucking glowing. It was a tactical nuke. We used it on Godzilla. We killed his motherfucking ass. He was off the shore of California. It's either him or Megalodon. Take your pick.
Well, Megalodon was actually a real, shark that lived at one time. But isn't Godzilla nuclear? Doesn't he feed on nuclear radiation? I mean, wouldn't a nuke, in fact, just power charge him? But Von Helton really believes China, not Japan apparently, had control of Godzilla and, quote, we nuked him.
We nuked the shit out of that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He is no longer a problem. Just like them assholes that had a camp on
Mr. Unite 4, the children donated $5 through Super Chat. He's fantasizing about saving MC Parker from the race war and taking her to his tin can Camelot.
Tin can Camelot. I like that. I might actually use that. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Moon. Remember there was an alien base on the dark side of the moon? We launched a fucking rocket up there with thermonuclear explosives.
No.
Boom! Fucking blew that sumbitch sky high. Yes, we did.
No, that never happened. There was not an alien base on the dark side of the moon. And there was never a nuke sent to the moon. We never nuked the moon. What Von Helton was referring to was when they slammed a piece of fucking space equipment. I can't even remember what it was. It was a vehicle or a satellite, or not a satellite, but a probe of some sort. Anyways, it was a useless piece of junk. So they used it to slam into the moon to create an impact, which sent particles up into the really thin moon atmosphere. It technically has an atmosphere. It's not really, it's nothing to really... It's just an atmosphere by classification. It's enough that it can hold electrons and actually charge some of the sift on the surface, for lack of a better term. So they have this phenomenon on the moon that sometimes they get these dust clouds that kind of come up because the sun will actually charge them. But other than that, I mean, that's what it was. And what they did, they took a reading with the probe or whatever of the content of moisture molecules, because they wanted to know if there was enough moisture and ice on the moon that if they were going to build a base, a human base, not an alien base, that they would use, obviously, the water for a variety of different reasons, including making fuel, which in the future would allow them to launch space missions from the moon, which would be a lot more efficient and cost-effective in the long run, especially if they could produce their own fuel on the moon. That's actually what that is about. But any time... God
damn internet!
R. Azriel donated $5 through Super Chat. Godzilla was a movie PSA about the dangers of nuclear energy.
It really was. That is what it was really about. But anyways, I digress, folks. We don't need logic and reason and facts and things that connect to reality here. We're in the shit abyss. We are in the weirdo wonderland, so I'm sorry for snapping us back to reality for a moment there.
Yes, we fucking did.
No, we didn't.
So yes, we blew the shit out of Godzilla. He is fucking a pair. He's a handbag and a pair of boots by now. All right, we blew the shit out of that motherfucker. Good riddance. Oh no, they say he's got to go. Go Godzilla. Yeah, well, he's gone. We got rid of his ass. We nuked the fuck out of that motherfucker. Boom. Tactical nuke right down the throat, buddy. He is dead. He is a dead motherfucker. And it's a good thing, too. I mean, what if he'd have come ashore and attacked California? Damn. That'd have been crazy, huh? Is Godzilla a nuclear being? Honey, Godzilla, let me tell you something. Godzilla right now is in about 50 billion pieces. We shoved a tactical thermonuclear device down his throat. He is not shit now, except a bunch of floating debris. Okay? We nuked his fucking ass. Small tactical nuke shoved down his motherfucking throat, I reckon. We targeted his ass. I don't know if it actually went down his throat. I'm being a little facetious here. But did we bomb the shit out of Godzilla? Fuck yeah, we did. We kicked his ass. We kicked Godzilla's ass, okay? Godzilla is not a threat to California no more. All right. Now, that dovetails into the idea that Megalodon could be off the coast of California. And if Megalodon wasn't destroyed in our attack on Godzilla, then we're going to have to kick his fucking ass too. So, when did this happen? This was a while back. Y'all should have been paying attention to me, man. I reported on this a while back. There was an internet meme came out saying, we got Spirit Cooking, we got Epstein Island, we got all the, we got the killer bees. What's next? Godzilla? Well, yeah, Godzilla ended up being next. And Godzilla was reported in China under the ground, and allegedly Godzilla escaped from China and was slowly making his way to our west coast, to California. And supposedly there were people even tracking his ass too. And I contacted some people and said, obviously this is a threat to national security. And those individuals agreed with me. And so, so far as I know, we nuked the shit out of Godzilla, and he is no longer a threat to the United States. Salute. All right. That's the end of Godzilla. Hopefully there is not another Godzilla out there somewhere. Keep your fingers crossed. Is Godzilla related to Quetzalcoatl? There's a good question, isn't it? Isn't it interesting how you can see where the reptilians tried to manipulate humanity all along our path, all along our historical path? Isn't that interesting? I find that fascinating. But did the reptilians create us? Fuck no. Fuck no, they did not. Where did Godzilla come from? I just told you. He was under the ground in China. The Chinese wanted to keep his ass as a pet. They were going to keep him as a pet. It's like, fuck, are you guys crazy? Yeah, they were going to keep Godzilla as a pet, man. I wish they'd have kept it over there, but apparently it escaped. Started slowly making its way our way. And so I contacted some individuals. Said, as far as I'm concerned, that's a matter of national security.
So Von Helton is not only claiming that they, quote, nuked Von Helton, they shoved a tactical nuke down his throat and blew him into pieces, and possibly a megalodon. Not like megalodon is the name of a monster. Unless he's getting when he says that, maybe I'm getting mixed up, because I was thinking of the shark, the prehistoric shark, right? Which most likely there's nothing that big living out there, because I don't think there's the ecosystem to support that anymore. But you never, maybe in the depths. I don't know everything. I just find it hard to believe. But just to be clear, I'm pretty sure it's not a monster. But anyways, he is actually making the claim, folks, that he is the one that put the call in to get Godzilla nuked. This motherfucker with a straight face is going to try to tell an audience right now, with those man titties, that he's the one that put the fucking call in to get Godzilla nuked. You cannot script this shit, folks.
And you all need to take care of business. And they did. Dramatically. Dramatically. So now if Megalon's over there now, we're going to have to nuke the fuck out of Megalodon. Kick his motherfucking ass. Got to get that shit took care of. Right? Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did he die easy? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just said, hey, there's a threat to our national security, handle it, and it got fucking handled. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a shit. It's just like when there was that base on the dark side of the moon. I said, hey, I don't like being spied on. They agreed with me. And the next thing I know, they're launching a fucking nuclear device.
So Von Helton is actually claiming they nuked the moon as well on his advice. This is how self-important Von Helton is in his own fucking twisted comic book version of reality that spins through his fucking walnut-sized brain. God damn, Mountain Dew. It's not looking good on you. What you will do. Jesus.
Up into the sky. It goes to the far side of the moon. Spam! Blows the fuck out of the far side of the moon. Okay? And then the scientists said that the moon rang like a bell for quite some time after we struck it with that nuclear device. You know what I would like to happen? I would like the ETs to cure my lymphedema in my feet and legs. That's what I would like to happen. And while they're at it, fix my bad back and my bad hip too. But that's what I would like to happen. Is my lymphedema to be fixed.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, folks, so I got another Von Helton clip for you, but apparently it's coming in here in a super chat. Someone was doing some Google. There was a Godzilla enemy named Megalon, if the spelling is correct. But I don't think he's not saying it correctly. Because I'm pretty sure what he's saying is
Goddamn internet!
Here it is.
Mr. Unite 4, the children donated $2 through Super Chat. Google says Megalon was a Godzilla enemy.
I don't know, maybe you're joking. I'm not sure. I haven't had time to Google it, but I don't know. Anyways, folks, we're here to learn. See, we learn something every day. So maybe there is another monster in the bays of California. I'm not sure. But folks, here's a classic I hope that you'll enjoy to kind of cap off the evening. Since we were talking about cervixes earlier, I thought it only appropriate that we end with cervixes. Whoops. What's going on here? There we go.
One of Secular Opinion's goons called CPS and the cops out to my house to try and steal my kids again. And that's when I found out that good old Annabelle had banned me from the outside chat. Either her or Mark or Gus, not sure which one. And because I was sitting there just ranting away about how Secular Opinion had called CPS, well, not Secular, I'm sure he didn't do it. He don't like to get his hands dirty. He gets his buddies to do it for him. But anyway, they come out to the house, and I was out in the outside chat just chatting away, saying, hey, you know, CPS come to my house, wanted to steal my kids again. And it just so happens that somebody was recording the outside chat at the time, and I went to their YouTube page. None of my messages were showing up in the outside chat. Come to find out, Annabelle had me banned from the damn outside chat, and I didn't even fucking know it. So, big fuck you to Annabelle. Thanks, bitch. But yeah, I was banned from the outside chat. Didn't even fucking know it. Secular Opinion and his goons called fucking CPS and the cops out to my house, tried to take my goddamn kids away. That motherfucker needs to be permabanned right fucking now. He needs to be permabanned.
How do you know it was secular?
Because they admit to it, honey. They got videos on YouTube, all over YouTube. Yeah, we called CPS. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're proud of it. You know, they're proud of doing that shit. They're proud of it. They think it's great. They do it for the lulz. They do it for kicks. You know?
Last time I heard Secular say it wasn't him.
Well, Secular doesn't do it. See, he tries to stay above the fray and keep his hands clean. He's kind of like Rockefeller and Rothschild. Rockefeller and Rothschild don't kill nobody, but they hire goons to go kill people. Okay, same difference here with Secular.
Ron, do you have any videos or whatever of Secular saying that he admits to it?
Secular's Google Hangouts are out there for everybody to see, unless he made them private. Unless he made them private, they're out there for everybody to see. In fact, there's even he's got another channel called Secular's Revenge, where he did even more hangouts. You know, there's hangouts out there calling my ex-wife a bitch, a whore, and everything else, man. There's this one buddy of his called Steal This World, is one of his handles. Another one is what's the other name? Well, his real name's Sean Merriman, but his YouTube handle is Steal This World, and George Bush Pimps. Yeah, George Bush Pimps. And he's got all kinds of videos talking about a ripped cervix and laughing about it. Well, whenever you see that term ripped cervix, that's talking about my wife almost dying on the operating table. Okay? He actually made jokes and made YouTube videos about my wife almost dying on the operating table. So if you see that term ripped cervix, now you know what the fuck it means, right? It's talking about my wife. Talking about my wife almost dying. Okay? These motherfuckers are sick fucks. Okay? They're sick and twisted. All right? Then you got Kenny KPZ, whose moniker, by the way, is the Joker of all people, a fucking madman. Okay? You know, and he's got Google Hangouts where he's sitting there talking shit. Yeah, we're going to, you know, we got this 5-hour-long or 4-hour-long audio tape of your wife, and we're not going to let you hear it, and you gotta suck up to us in order for us to let you hear it, and you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe the shit that these fuckers pull, man. You wouldn't believe it.
I don't know. I've never heard Secular talk negatively about Mousy.
Yeah, well, he does. He does. Oh, and Secular's got a video out there where he allegedly talked to Mouse for hours, and behind my back, no less. And I've got Hippers, whose real name is David Blount. I got him on video admitting that, yeah, I manipulated your wife into fucking cheating on you and leaving you and shit. Got him on video admitting that shit. He was in a hangout with some dude from the Netherlands whose name escapes me at the moment. But yeah, I got him admitting that shit. You know, these people are sick motherfuckers. It takes a sick son of a bitch to sit there and say, I'm going to plot to destroy this man's marriage and his family just because I don't like his opinions on the internet. That's pretty fucking sick and twisted. You know, but yet their videos are out there. All you gotta do is go to YouTube and put the shit in the go to YouTube search box, right? And just put Rip Cervex in there. Do it. Do it right now. I'll wait. I'm right here. Do it.
The big problem with this is, Vaughn, is that there's a lot of room for misinterpretation of whatever. And
dude, there is no misinterpretation about a Rip Cervex. Okay.
What I'm saying is
no misinterpretation about that. All right.
Just give us the video, whatever, and just.
Well, obviously they're going to say, oh, we didn't really mean to do it. We didn't really mean to destroy his marriage. We didn't really mean to drive his wife insane. We didn't really mean to call CPS and take it. You know, I mean, anybody can get on, you know, and get on here and spout that shit. All right. But the truth is in their own videos. The truth is in their actions. You know. You know, I don't give a fuck what you think about what I believe in or what I talk about or how I dress or whatever. There is absolutely no justification for going after a young.
Shout out to the Garbage Island, whatever the hell that is. I have no idea what that is, Rickzilla.
Impressionable woman and scaring the shit out of her and literally making her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, which is exactly what they did. She's in an insane asylum right now down in Middlesboro, Kentucky. They literally drove her insane. They literally drove her mad. Crazy. All right? These fuckers need to be locked up for life.
Somebody send Lolly the link. Someone send Lolly the link.
Do what?
Or Lydia, whatever. Someone send Lydia the link.
Lydia.
Lydia
who?
It's the woman in the garden.
Oh, Unspeakable. Oh, okay. Do I have her? Let me see if I have her. I don't know if I have her on my. I answered a bunch of Google requests, but I don't know if I've got her on.
Anyone listening, take heed from. I mean, I don't care whatever happened in Vaughn's example, but just take heed. Don't put out your personal life out there if you don't want people messing with it. Whether they did or not in Vaughn's case, that's irrelevant. But keep in mind, if you put your people out there, people are gonna mess with you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, think about this. So, Palm, did I really believe that people would actually try to destroy my family? I mean, you don't think that shit.
No.
You don't think that people would be that cruel and that evil to try to destroy someone's marriage and destroy their family and shit. I would have never dreamed of something like that, man.
The problem with it, Vaughn, is that like a lot of people on here don't really care about you, and the problem is that they will have no regard for your feelings.
Well, obviously no. I mean, that's pretty fucking obvious, right?
I mean, I know you probably got on here
at this point.
You probably got on here at a time where you did not know this, where you exposed your family to this place.
Well, I had no idea that they would such things, right?
No, sure, yeah, that's the thing. But I'm just saying for anyone out there in the future.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, yeah. If you're new to the internet, if you're just coming on the internet, make damn sure that you don't put out any information about yourself at all. And do not, for any reason, trust anyone on the internet. I found out the hard way.
See, I use I'll give you my personal example. I use my baby picture, and I constantly get ridiculed.
Mm-hmm.
They say, well, I'm an ugly baby.
Well, technically, that could be anybody's baby, so.
They say what?
They say that's an ugly baby.
That's not an ugly baby.
It's not an ugly baby. I said the baby looked mad one time, and you got really pissed.
See, there you go, Vaughn. See?
Well, I don't know.
Don't even put your baby picture up.
I wouldn't even put baby pictures up. No, I wouldn't put nothing up. What I would do is I would, maybe take some kind of like a wavy picture or some shit, something with just a bunch of color on it and throw it up there and be done with it, because I had no idea that people would be that fucking vile and that fucking evil to actually target my family in the real world to try to destroy it. And unfortunately, they succeeded. That's the sad part about it.
I've actually seen videos of people attacking your family. I actually have seen it. People attacking your wife, your children. I have seen it. Now, I'm not talking about the people you're bringing up, but I've seen it in other places.
Oh, wow. You've seen other people do it besides Secular and his group?
Yeah, of course.
Tell Lolly... Wait. Lolly, I texted you the link. Check your chat in Gmail.
She's probably on mobile or something. Or I don't know.
That's the only way I know how to do it. I don't know how to use the whole messenger on YouTube and all that shit.
So, how you been, Armin? You've been away for a while?
Good. I needed a break from crazy. I just stopped in for a little bit to say what's up. And
well, that's glad to have you. I just got back from the doctor.
Good morning, Armin. I haven't spoken with you forever.
I was going to send you the link, but you already got it, so okay.
Armin scooped you.
Yeah, she beat me to the punch, didn't she?
I just got back from the doctor.
Quick draw, Armin.
Thanks.
And
what'd the doctor say?
Well, no, I was just saying that the doctor checked out my knee, and she said that the knee is fine. I had a knee injury.
Oh.
But if it hurts, it's not fine, so that just means that you need to make sure it doesn't become not fine.
No, but she said that
by moderating, that's all.
She said there's no permanent damage. It's gonna heal.
Right,
just
yeah,
give
exactly.
it time. So
but there will be
that's
if you
mainly
keep
what I
going.
wanted to say.
If you say that means I am Iron Man and I can go forever without ever taking care of my body, then it will become forever, in my opinion, because that's
forever.
what happened.
Anyway.
Just take it as this hurt for a while. I don't want it to hurt again. So from now on, I'm going to be a little more careful.
Okay. Now let's attack Vaughn's family.
Okay,
Vaughn, where
great.
are you?
No, I really came in because I haven't spoken to Armin forever, and I wanted to say hi. It's one of the people.
I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. I'm not losing my kids. I'm not getting in trouble at all. In fact, my mom is the one that's getting in trouble, not me.
Okay.
We will be going to some place where you motherfuckers will never know.
Okay,
possibly even out of state.
Well, come in and hang out.
The court is going to help me get a place out of state so that you motherfuckers will never ever cost the Kentucky taxpayer thousands of dollars ever again. You know that every time you call CPS, you're costing the Kentucky taxpayer thousands of dollars. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Well,
not only that, but every time you call CPS, you're putting a child at risk. A real child that's in real danger. Okay? And the courts are flat out tired of it. They're sick and fucking tired of you guys' bullshit. And I'm telling you right now, every false report that you have made has been logged with the police, and there will be arrests made. I guarantee it. I guarantee there will be arrests made. Because filing a false report is a felony.
Shut up, Vicky.
Filing a false report is a felony, and you will go to jail.
No.
You will go to
James,
jail.
you're going to go to jail for neglecting your children.
I'm not going anywhere, bitch.
Yes,
but you motherfuckers sure are.
No,
Every
James,
goddamn
listen,
one of you bitches that have filed a false report have committed a felony, and you are going to jail for real.
James,
because I'm telling you, the court is pissed off. They are not happy with you assholes at all. And every goddamn one of you that has filed a false report with CPS or with the police has been monitored. It has been logged, and you will go to fucking prison.
Well,
now,
James,
for you people that live in the UK, I don't know what they're going to do with you guys. But if you live in America, I guarantee you will go to prison.
James,
but now you people in the UK, I don't know what they're going to do with you guys.
James,
I don't know if they're going to contact your police over there or what they're going to do. But I will tell you this. I talked to the judge. You did not talk to the judge. I talked to the judge.
Why didn't you call the
And the
Queen?
judge has absolutely no intentions of throwing me in jail or taking my kids away from me. Those are flat out fucking lies. I don't know how they got started, nor do I give a fuck. But what I do know is that they will be giving me a place to go, me and the kids, a place to go that is out of the state of Kentucky, where you guys will not know where I'm at. You will not know where my children are at. And you will not be able to cost the Kentucky taxpayer thousands of dollars every fucking time you call CPS or the cops. That will not happen ever again.
We need you
to make sure. The court is going to make sure that it never happens again because they're going to relocate us. In fact, they might even put us in a witness protection program. I don't know. What I do know is that I am not in any trouble. My children are not in any trouble. Now, Mom is in some trouble. Because it was her responsibility for taking care of the property. But here's the problem. The problem is that it doesn't matter. What matters is that the court has ordered CPS to find me and the kids a place to live far away from you trolls and far away from my darling mother. So that neither you nor my mother nor anybody else will ever fuck with us again.
Take a breath. We're trying to talk to you.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, yes.
Who gave you my phone number? Well, if you don't tell me that, then guess what? You're a piece of shit.
Vaughn, cut the Skype call.
Here's the thing. Either you can back up your shit or you can't. And one of those ways of backing up is to say who it was that gave you my number. If you can't do that, then that means you're nothing but a piece of shit.
We're not
so either tell me who it was or not. But if you don't tell me who gave you gave you my number, then that just means you're nothing but a piece of shit and you're a fucking internet terrorist.
Come in the Skype call and we'll tell you who gave you the fucking phone number.
I don't give a fuck about your goddamn Skype call. Tell me who gave you my number, or I'll call the fucking police right now, bitch.
Folks, let's end it on a high note. It's hard to say goodbye, but at some point, we got to do it. We got to do it. If you'd like to continue the conversation, I think I'm going to grab a bite to eat and maybe bounce around Discord for a bit until Falcon and Winter Soldier come on. So if you'd like to join us over there, there's the link. It's also below. And I think that's it. I think that rounds it out. I think we've established once again that Von Helton is a raging piece of shit. And he's most certainly racist. And I think that's what we can take away from that. But until next time, folks, again, thank you for joining me on this crazy ride through Weirdo Wonderland. If you want to get more of your Von Helton fix, I did just put up a new Von Helton Theater 3000. You can check that out. We'll do those once in a while. You see, folks, my province is on lockdown, so I got nothing better to do other than go to work and come home and hang out. So we may be doing a few more live streams in the very near future. But until then, keep your eyes open, your ear to the ground, because lulls are to be had. I'm sure something will happen this weekend. We got a lot of pots on the stove to keep our eye on here, folks. But once again, thank you for joining. If you don't mind, please hit the thumbs up on your way out. And I think that's all we really got going to it. So once again, if you'd like to join us, give me a few minutes. I'm going to get a sandwich or something. I'm going to jump in Discord for an hour or so. If anybody would like to partake in a conversation, we'll do that over there. So I guess until next time, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.